Alright, today I'm going to do a special video. Today marks the 45th birthday of Corey Feldman, and in that so I'm going to give my top 10 Corey Feldman movies, in my opinion, of my favorites. So, number 10 is going to be Rock and Roll High School Forever, which was released in 1990, which is 26 years ago. Just excuse South Beach Academy there. Rock and Roll High School Forever was basically a sequel of Rock and Roll High School. Just a name only. Had nothing to do with the other previous Rock and Roll High School movie. It also stars Mary Warnov, the late Larry Lenville, Evan Richards, Laney Curtis, Mojo Nixon as the spirit of rock and roll, and Sarah Buxton. So basically, it's just about the high school that has a band called the, what was it called? The Eradicators? Yes. That Corey Feldman and some of his friends have joined, and then they want to go up against to win a concert thing to see. It's not that bad of a movie. A lot of people probably don't like it, but I liked it, so that's why it's in my top 10. The title headline on top of the disc is the high school comedy about the 3 R's: rock, rock, and rock. So that's number 10. Number 9 is Blown Away, which he stars in with Corey Haim and Nicole Eggert. It says, she'll charm you, seduce you, she might even kill you. So this is the first movie where both Feldman and Haim did an adult role, kind of, because it's R-rated. It has a little nudity in it. Has some nudity in it. This was originally broadcast premiere on April 1st of 1993 on HBO. Feldman and Haim play brothers in the movie, and they both get seduced by Nicole Eggert, her character name is Megan. This is definitely a different type of role for both Corey's, and it's number 9 on my top Corey Feldman list. Number 8 is Edge of Honor, which stars Corey Feldman and Meredith Salinger. Now it says here, the last thing you want to meet in the woods is a group of armed survivalists. Pray you don't get caught. Now I've talked about this in my previous Corey Feldman, Corey Haim movies on DVD and Blu-ray. So I'm not going to go into detail. I just wanted to give my top 10 of Corey Feldman movies. But I did like this movie, and it's definitely one of his not as recognized movies, but it is a good film. So this would be number 7. Number 7 is Lipstick Camera, which also stars Brian Wimmer, Elle Keith, Terry O'Quan, Sandal Bergman, Charlotte Lewis, and Richard Portnow. Now this is pretty not as well known as his other films, but I mean, this is a good movie. I mean, I like Feldman's part in this, and it's definitely a thriller kind of movie. It says they're dying for the exposure. If you haven't seen this, check this one out. This would be number 6. Number 6 is Meatballs 4, To the Rescue. Now, a lot of people probably think, why is this number 6? You could have picked, like, The Burbs or something like it. Well, the reason why I picked Meatballs 4, To the Rescue is because I myself particularly enjoyed this movie. I liked Feldman's part in the role. I liked the various different things that go on in the movie. I mean, because if you've seen the other 3 Meatball movies, you pretty much are going to know what you're going to get into when you watch this movie. Yeah, I saw it was one of the first Corey Feldman movies I saw. Not the first movie I saw that he played in, but the first movie I saw in after I had started getting into watching his films, which was 1989, is when I started watching the Corey Haim and Corey Feldman movies. Now, I knew who they were prior to that. I liked them prior to that, but 1989 was the year that I just kind of like pretty much favorite people was Corey Haim and Corey Feldman. Well, so this was the first movie I got to see in the theater, even though it didn't make a lot of money and it was in very limited theaters. But anyway, that's number 6. Number 5 is Dream a Little Dream. Now, a lot of people have already know about this movie. I'm not really going to go into detail about this film, but I like this film. It also stars the late Corey Haim, has the late Jason Robards, Meredith Salinger, Piper Laurie, Harry Dean Stanton, the late Alex Rocco, Victoria Jackson. So the list goes on and on. Susan Blakely was also this, and Matt Adler and William McNamara. Anyway, this is number 5. So, yeah, Dream a Little Dream. I'm not really going to give detail about this, but definitely a good movie. Number 4, License to Drive. Now, this was the second movie. Just showed you the third film that both the Coreys played, and this is the second film, License to Drive. What can I say? Good movie. Great 80s classic. Glad to have it on Blu-ray, and yeah. Number 3 is Stand By Me, which this year marks its 30th anniversary. And I would definitely like to get this on Blu-ray one day, eventually. It also has Jerry O'Connell, Kiefer Sutherland, John Cusack, and the late River Phoenix. Also Will Wheaton. What has not been said about Stand By Me? A genuinely delightful, funny, coming of age movie based from the book by Stephen King. Number 2 is The Lost Boys, which next year will be its 30th anniversary. Like I said, all these movies, what else can I say that hasn't been said in other reviews or other top 10s? But yeah, this is probably one of the best, or if not the best, 80s vampire film. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I can say about that, Lost Boys. And of course, if everybody knows who I am personally, or has seen me talk about this movie a lot, The Goonies is number 1. Yeah, The Goonies is number 1. It was released in 1985, which is 31 years ago. I know prior, when I did my Goonies movie review, I said 32 years, but it's actually 31 years since this movie was released. 32 is when it was made, but and they're always talking about Goonies 2. I don't even think it's ever going to happen, and if it does, you know it's not going to be as a classic as the original Goonies was. So yeah, that was number 1 was The Goonies. To recap, number 2 was Lost Boys. Number 3 was Stand By Me. Number 4 was License to Drive. Number 5, Dream a Little Dream. Number 6, Meatballs 4. Number 7, Lipstick Camera. Number 8, Edge of Honor. Number 9, Blown Away. And number 10, Rock Me High School Forever. Now, the honorable mentions I would say that didn't make the top 10. 1995's Voodoo. 1989's The Burbs. And 1997's Born Bad, which actually will probably round out the top 13. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have watched this and you like it, just give it a thumbs up, and I will do more top 10 videos. So I'm gonna watch some of these since it's Corey Feldman's birthday, and I will catch you on the next video.